Now starting our 5th decade of providing great entertainment, great football, great times, and great memories. This is the United States Cartoon Football League, celebrating its 40th anniversary.
Let's get ready to rumble!
You hear the screeching of it all, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's armies on the prowl, and it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. You hear the beating of your heart, you know the scream is gonna start. Here comes the really scary part. Yes, it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time. All the trees begin to moan, and the monsters grunt and groan, rotting faces full of slime. Don't you know it's terror time? Yes, it's terror time again. They got you running through the night. It's terror time again, and you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
Well, gang, it looks like we're up to our armor plates and another mystery.
Greetings, cartoon and football fans, and especially fans of Scooby-Doo. This is Bob Mozart of the US CFL Network welcoming you to a brand new competition. This time we are pitting Scooby-Doo episodes made before the year 2000 against Scooby-Doo episodes made after the year 2000. Like we did with the She-Ra episode runoffs, we will once again use football scoring for each episode. This is a 16-round competition. Here is the criteria for this tournament. All 5 Mystery Inc. characters must appear in each episode. Episodes featuring just Shaggy and Scooby and Scrappy-Doo are ineligible, as are episodes that include Daphne. Shows like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue are also ineligible. We don't have Scooby-Doo and Guess Who episodes yet, so they are ineligible as well, as are the direct-to-video movies and any TV special more than 30 minutes long. The episodes from the shows that are eligible for the competition are as follows: Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?, the new Scooby-Doo movies, the Scooby-Doo show, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo from 1979, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, What's New Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, and Be Cool Scooby-Doo. We conducted a coin toss, and episodes from before 2000 won the toss. We will alternate the starting episode each round. After a brief pause, we will begin round 1 of Scooby-Doo before 2000 versus Scooby-Doo after 2000.
I catch a pattern and spit rings around it like Saturn. Intergalactic tracks, I mac 'em like Max Julian. This one for Scooby, pass the doobie, I'ma do me one, do we run. Only you clean over. I pick up the mic and rock it while I'm sober for the rated G exposure. If you listen to what I'm trying to told you, we fathers with seeds of our own, time my sons.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? What a night for a night. This is the first episode of season 1 of the series. Shaggy and Scooby are walking home after having watched the movie Star, Dog Ranger of the North Woods twice. Their journey takes them through some spooky woods, and Scooby is distracted by chasing a frog. They discover a pickup truck with a crate in the back and a medieval suit of armor seated behind the steering wheel. The two bring the rest of the gang to figure out what to do. They found a delivery order that the suit of armor belongs to a British archaeologist at the county museum named Professor Hyde White. When they arrive at the museum with the suit of armor, they are met by the museum curator, a man named Wickles, who tells them about the legend of the Black Knight coming to life with the full moon and that Professor Hyde White has mysteriously disappeared. Scooby finds a pair of jeweler's eyeglasses, and the gang proceeds to the library for some research which indicates that the glasses could have belonged to the missing professor. The gang returns to the locked and deserted museum that night to investigate. Shaggy is induced to climb in through an open window on an upper floor, the first of many instances in the series of the gang engaging in breaking and entering. Shaggy also commits considerable vandalism of the museum artifacts on his way to unlock the back door. Once inside, Fred directs the gang to split up to look for clues. He and Daphne go together while Velma and Shaggy go in a different direction. Scooby accepts a bribe of a couple of Scooby snacks to guard the door. Scooby is frightened and goes off to be with Shaggy and Velma, who then run into the Black Knight, which chases them through the museum, causing considerable damage. Shaggy and Scooby discover that one of the paintings is missing, but when they bring the others, the painting has been replaced. The gang discovers a hidden room in which Fred and Velma figure out that art forgery is being conducted. Shaggy and Scooby hide from the Black Knight in a World War I biplane that Scooby accidentally starts and flies about the museum, causing even more damage before crashing into the Black Knight, who is revealed to be Curator Wickles. Scooby finds a shoe belonging to Professor Hyde White, who has been bound and gagged inside a Native American effigy. Wickles was afraid that the arrival of a noted archaeologist would jeopardize the art forgeries, as Hyde White's trained eye would soon spot that the paintings on the museum walls were fake. We will now briefly pause before reviewing the first episode of What's New Scooby-Doo. What's New Scooby-Doo, Season 1, Episode 1, that there's no creature like Snow Creature. In the opening scene, snowboarder Chris Klug is practicing before an upcoming tournament. On his last run of the day, he's attacked and injured by a creature seemingly made out of snow and ice. After the credits, the gang arrives at the tournament site, no thanks to the malfunctioning GPS that Fred has installed in the Mystery Machine. They find out that the tournament has been plagued by attacks from the so-called Snow Beast and determined to decide to investigate. However, Fred is attacked by the monster and suffers a leg injury, while Velma comes down with a cold despite bundling up in winter clothes. That leaves Daphne alone to do the serious investigating. She heads to the groundskeeper's shack after he acts suspiciously, and the gang finds a newspaper clipping that reveals he was a former champion skier whose career was cut short following a collision on the slopes with a snowboarder. Another snowboarder, the veteran Avalanche, is injured by the monster. The Scooby Gang's problem is that they have too many suspects. Everybody they meet has a motive to eliminate their fellow competitors. Shaggy enters the competition to try to trap the monster, and when the monster chases him, it falls off a ski jump and is destroyed. With the monster revealed to have been remote controlled, suspicion turns to a skulker who is captured when Velma's sneeze triggers an avalanche. And the skulker turns out to have been Avalanche, who wanted to renew his career. We will now briefly pause before the final wrap-up and scoring.
Feeling hard imprisons me. Careless eyes too blind to see. Empty words, an iron cage. Broken heart, bleeding rage.
Scooby-Doo, What a Night for a Night established many of the most famous tropes for the series. Fred directing the gang to split up, Velma losing her glasses and acting as the gang's living Wikipedia, and Scooby as a quick-change disguise artist, catching the monster off guard. I give this episode a 6. What's New Scooby-Doo? There is No Creature Like Snow Creature was the first new series in a decade. It had much higher production values and better writing than the low-budget Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? For that reason, I give it a 7. So after one round, the score is post-2000 Series 7, previous Scooby-Doo Series 6. Tune in next week to see if the newer episodes can maintain their slim lead. As always, YouTube patrons are invited to submit their own reviews and comments about this competition. Thank you and have a good week. Bye-bye. This is Bob Mozart of the USCFO Network signing off.
And it would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids. Well, where you're going, you won't have to worry about meddling kids anymore.